ever heard of a guy named Alfredo Delilio? Probably not. Way back in 1892, a guy named Alfredo Delilio started working with his mother in her restaurant called the Pizzeria Rio. I think I said that right. Anyway, Alfredo kind of rings a bell. He invented the wonderful sauce called Alfredo sauce. So, of course, from then on, he put some fettuccine with it, maybe some chicken, shrimp, or whatever you like. So, that's what I'm going to cook on the Blackstone today. Now, a lot of people tell me it's really hard to cook pasta on a Blackstone. Well, if you stick with me, I'll show you how it's done. All right, so to get this started, I got 2 chicken breasts in this bag. They're kind of thick. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pound them out, try to make them an even, thin slice of chicken. That way they can cook quicker on the pan on the Blackstone. So to get started with that, I'm going to throw a little bit of oil on each side. Kind of give it something to stick to as I'm pounding it out. Like that. Okay. Going to try to get the air out as much as I can. That should work. Okay, and then I'm going to take my mallet and I'm going to try to pound it out. Alright, so I got the chicken pounded out, fairly thin, just like I want it. So what I'm going to do with that now is take these pieces of chicken, I'm going to put it in the flour. Okay, like so, get it all over real good. Put some in the egg so I can get it to stick to this breading. Of course, I have some Progresso Italian crumbs in this bowl over here, like this, and then into the breading. Just put it real good so it's all over everywhere. Just like that. I'm going to leave it in there. It won't hurt anything. And then I'm going to put the other one in as well. Do the same thing. I got some water in here, coming to a boil. I got my oil here, starting to get good and hot for that chicken. This pan is getting hot for my sauce. I'm going to start off with some chopped garlic. About like so. I'm going to put a little bit of butter in there. This is salted butter. About like that. We'll let that cook for a little bit. Go ahead and brown up that garlic a little bit, like so. It's starting to take place just like I like. Not too long. Maybe about a minute, otherwise it will burn. Okay. I think I'm ready to add in my heavy whipping cream. I have 2 cups or 2 pints, which is just about 2 cups. We'll just call it 2 cups. 2 cups there. Okay. Of course, I want to add a little salt and pepper. I have salt and pepper mixed into this container. Like so. I have my water boiling for my noodles. So I'm going to go ahead and add my fettuccine noodles, which I can do now. I'm going to add a whole container because I don't need a half a container sitting around. Like that, and then turn it as it gets soft so it all fits in there good. Like so. Keep this stirring so you don't burn the bottom. It's starting to bubble already, which is good. Okay, now that this is getting soft, I'm going to go ahead and spin that around a little bit so it all falls in. And once that's submerged, it takes, I don't know, 8-10 minutes Okay, see how this is bubbling? That's good. I'm kind of getting some of that liquid to come out and come to a thicker consistency, which is what I'm looking for. Okay, also to this Alfredo sauce, I'm gonna add some raspberry chipotle sauce. It's a little bit different. I just want a little bit of kick on my Alfredo. I think it'll be good. And it's really bubbling, so that's what I'm looking for. But you gotta keep it moving so you don't burn it. Okay, now for the kicker on this Alfredo sauce, I'm gonna add a couple tablespoons of vermouth to give it a good flavor. Not too much, otherwise it makes it hard to become thick. Keep stirring, keep going with it. All right, so while I'm letting this go, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put my chicken that I have breaded in the hot oil, just like that. Both pieces. Ooh, always drop it away from you. I did that wrong. Make sure you always turn your noodles a little bit, otherwise they will stick. Just give them a good turn every once in a while. They're starting to loosen up real good. This Alfredo sauce is getting very close to where I like it. It's getting thicker and thicker. All right, now I think I got this Alfredo sauce just about where I want it. It's not going to take long, and I'm going to take it off the heat. While it's still in there, I'm going to add some parsley. Keep it mixing. Maybe another dash of salt and pepper, just for flavor. And then in about 2 minutes, I'm taking it off the heat. All right, so do you see that consistency? Good and thick. Time to take it off the heat. I'm gonna set it over here off to the side, and I might heat it up a little bit before I plate it up. I think I'm gonna give this chicken a flip. Get the other side. That looks good. Good and crispy looking. Absolutely beautiful. Give me about 3 minutes on that side, and I'll pull the chicken off to a cooling rack, and then we'll be plating up some dinner. Go ahead and give these noodles another stir. They're getting close, real close. So, to top it off, I need to have a little bit of garlic bread. So I'm gonna put these on and get them toasty. And just for good measures, I'm gonna give these one more little turn. You gotta make sure it's cooked all the way through, which it seems to be doing very well. I'll give it another minute there, and then we're gonna put it on a cooling rack. Okay, so I have the chicken where I want it. I'm gonna heat up this Alfredo just a little bit. And what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna take this chicken off and put it on this cooling rack to give it a couple minutes to settle down so I can touch it. And give it a slice. I'm gonna set that off to the side. I've got my Blackstone off. That thing's cool off a little bit. I'm finishing the browning on the other side of my little garlic bread. I put some butter and garlic powder on there. Kind of letting this grab a little bit more heat from the Blackstone. It's nice and thick. Looks perfect. Can't wait. So, what I've learned to do now with the noodles, since they are ready, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put the noodles in the sauce and let it set. Go ahead and give it a stir. Make it fit, make it work. Pull these off. These are ready. They are hot. Okay. Mix it up. Get it all on there real good. Boy, that looks perfect. Couldn't be much happier with how my Alfredo sauce turned out. Okay, so I'm going to take my chicken breast. I let them rest for a while. They're starting to cool real nice. Put it there. Let's slide this Alfredo noodles over here. We're going to give this chicken a slice. And look how wonderful it looks. Ooh, yummy. That's going to be really good in this pasta. This one's just for me. What an amazing idea. Perfect. So, with that being said, let's throw some together, huh? So, noodles on top. Get a good scoop. Oh yeah, like so. Put some chicken on top. Ooh, that looks good. A little bit of Parmesan. So. Top it off with a little parsley. What do you think? That looks really good. Well, there we have it. Chicken Alfredo pasta with some garlic bread that I made. One good last look. Looks pretty awesome. I love it. Let's give it a try. Get a little bite of this chicken. Very creamy, very good, amazing. Now, I think when I was making my sauce, I forgot to hit the record button when I added my my grated Parmesan. I did add that for a little bit of thickness and a little bit of flavor. This turned out really good. You guys go ahead and give me a comment, tell me what you think. You know, really easy. Who says you can't make pasta on the Blackstone? They're wrong. It's very possible. Everything heats up just fine and goes like crazy. If you haven't hit that subscribe button, like always, hit that subscribe. Hit that bell for some notifications so you know I'm making more food. And by all means, give me a thumbs up. I'm only 12 subs away from my 150 goal. Let's get on board and be part of the family. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate you guys. You guys are awesome. I tell you what, my name's Jimmy Eats. Of course, looks delicious. And since I'm Jimmy Eats, that's just what I'm going to do, everybody. I'm going to eat. Thanks. Have a great day.